Hi, welcome to today's virtual Bible lesson. Today, I want to start by sharing something embarrassing that happened to me. So the other day, I had to be at a meeting at 10 a.m. and I was running late. I was rushing while I was getting ready, and I was still late to the meeting. Anyways, while I was in the meeting, one of my friends informed me that my shirt was looking weird. And when I looked down, I saw this. My buttons were off. I must have buttoned it wrong while I was rushing to get ready. And so I had to excuse myself to go to the ladies' room, undo all of my buttons, and make sure that this time I started buttoning from the top button and making sure that I didn't skip any of the buttonholes. And so I was wondering days after, what lesson can I learn from this? And I was reminded of Proverbs 4:23. Do you know what Proverbs 4:23 says? It says, "Guard your heart above all else, for it is the source of life." And I was thinking, our heart is like that first button in our shirt. We need to start taking care of things from the top to avoid things being out of order in our lives. And so our heart can be compared to an incubator. Do you know what an incubator is? Let me show you. An incubator looks something like this. You can practically put any kind of eggs in an incubator, and the incubator keeps them warm and healthy until they're ready to hatch. If they're chicken eggs in the incubator, then you will see baby chicks hatching out. And so I was wondering, what would happen if we store things in our heart that are not good for us, like anger? If we store anger in our heart, it will grow. What about unforgiveness? Do you think unforgiveness will grow in our heart if we store it long enough? Definitely. What about revenge? Have you ever felt feelings of revenge? Well, if we store revenge in our heart, surely it will too grow. And so our verse that we read today says that the heart is the source of life. And so if we begin to store these ugly things in our heart, like bitterness and anger and hate, and those things begin to grow in our heart, pretty soon our heart will go from looking like this to looking like this. An unhealthy heart. And so that's why the Bible says that above everything that we protect, we first need to protect our heart, because it is the source of our life. The heart will determine what kind of life we will live. And so if we have a heart looking like this, guess what will happen? Our words will come out and hurt somebody, or our actions will hurt somebody else. And so how do we guard our heart? How do we protect our heart from feeling heavy and unhealthy? Well, we need to frequently check our heart to make sure that it's nice and clean. How do we do that? Well, if we know that we hurt somebody, it's good that we go and ask for forgiveness. But we also need to go to God and ask God to forgive us. And God cleanses our heart and makes it clean again, makes it healthy again. That's the way to guard our heart. So remember, Proverbs 4:23, guard your heart above all else, above anything else, because it is the source of life. Don't forget this verse, and always remember, start from the top.